project in my studio. I've done this before a couple times, and I am working on something that's going to become a book. And today, the steps I'm taking are folding it, and I'm gonna start with saying hi, and then I'm gonna move my camera. I don't have more than one camera to use at a time. So I'm going to use the one that from the live, and then I'm going to put it in this holder that I have, this thing, so I can show you the folding technique that I'm going to use. So I'm going to do that now after I get this. You can see I've been making dragonfly, and this is a background, and it's going to become a kind of book sculpture, so to speak. And I am going to switch the camera around and show you a bit of what I'm doing. So, um, I'm going to give you a more bird's eye view this way. Oh, I don't like it to be the other direction. So I'm going to hand hold this for a while. And what I'm doing is I'm folding in quarters this very stiff paper that I've started marking on. So half and then quarters one way, and then I'm also folding it in half and quarters the other way. So I'll show a little bit of it from here. So you can see I've started the folding here. I did the folding on the other end, and then I'm taking what people call, get the light on it better, what people call a bone holder, a bone folder, and then you can take the paper and push it down so it has a stronger. I'm going to turn off the overhead light because it's making a shadow. Okay, that's better. So this is the paper that I'm folding to become a book, and I'm just showing that eventually this is going to be cut and along some of these folds, and it's going to fold up into a book, but I don't have an example to show you right this minute. You can see that I've been making markings, and part of the reason I want to fold is that I can tell then when I make my transfers, which I'm getting from this page, not to put them on the fold. That's the whole reason of doing the pre-folding. Then I can have these little squares that a transfer can go on that I'm going to make from this color copy. I hope that's clear. And I'm going to do another coating of the transfer paper. I'm going to move the camera up a little bit. I see I've got a few people. I'm in the middle of making a book. I'm an artist, and I'm going to do one more coating. I usually do 9 coatings each time, and I'm going to get my brush. I'm using matte medium, this material. It's a liquid, and then I also use a brush that I've kept in water, like this kind of brush, and It doesn't have to be any special way. So I'm going to dry my brush off a bit. And as you can see, my first one here was up and down. One was side to side. So I'm going to go, number 3 is going to be up and down. I'm doing what's called cross hatching with the coatings, which makes it stronger. And when I peel the paper off, and then I'm going to mark, I did number 3 up and down. That's, if you follow along, I'll be posting what I'm doing each time. Okay, somebody says hi. A couple of people are saying hi. Hello. I'm Susan Detroy, visual artist. I work in analog and also in digital media. And I'm working on a piece that is going to become a folded book. And this folded book is going in a traveling exhibit in a suitcase with a number of other artists. This is what I've been doing so far. I'm going to make a couple more marks on the paper. And I was talking about how I did the folding. So I have the marks on the paper, so I know to stay in those little blocks with some of my work. I'm also using what's called Tombow pins for some of the marking. I'm not sure if this one's, yeah, this one's good. So I'm going to make a couple more little, I'm going to use a different one that's got more ink in it. Tombow pins. I'm making these little dragonfly, little bitty ones. And then sometimes I go over them with a pencil. I'll do another one. Here's a green, and this is called 245 Tombow, made in Japan. And then, of course, so I'm going to try to stay on the little, within the blocks now of the folds. I've been doing more lives. I walk every day. I did several lives with walking. And today I also released a digital film that's showing in New York. It's on my channel. If you go to my channel, you'll see that I do digital art, and I have a series about planetary sisters. Dragonfly has been one of my themes for many years. I also use regular pens, such as, here's one. It's called Design Faber-Castell. This little block needs some work in it. I'll do one more and then I'm going to finish the live, and it'll be on my channel. I usually go through and edit a little bit, put in captions so people can follow along with what I'm doing. Sometimes I do this where I take the little bit of water, bring out the green. Over here too. I was just talking with another one of the artists who is creating a book. She's making a digital book this time, but I am not. I'm doing an analog book that's going to be folded and into a sort of sculpture. I think that's enough. Hello to Isaiah and to something slime. Okay, I think that's the end. It's I'll go till 12 minutes, and then you'll be able to find this on my YouTube channel. Little close up, dragonflies. It looks like someone just tuned in. You'll have to come to my channel to see this. I was making a sculpture folded book that's going to go in a traveling exhibit. It'll be traveling in a show, it's a traveling show in a suitcase. All right. Thanks for tuning in and please subscribe. Thank you.